Hi there, Beatle people, and welcome back to A Beatleful Life here on YouTube. Today we're going to take a look at my Beatles and Paul McCartney DVDs that I have, some of my favorite things to watch that I've accumulated over the past 10 or so years, so let's get started. First up, we have this DVD of the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show, 4 complete appearances, 4 complete episodes. So along with getting their performances, you're also getting everything else in that episode, like all the different variety acts, plus the original commercials, which I think is really cool. February 9th, February 16th, February 23rd, 1964, and then September 12th, 1965. You're getting the entire episodes in this. Really cool to watch. Just something great to get into the spirit of Beatlemania, and it's really cool to watch the full episode as it aired, as everyone saw it. Next, we have the Beatles' first U.S. visit documentary. This takes place in 1964 during their first visit to America, just following them around. It includes everything like their Ed Sullivan performances, Washington, D.C. performances, press conferences, everything in between. It's really cool to get that kind of behind-the-scenes look, kind of capturing them, their youthful energy and goofing around sometimes. They're just really entertaining. Really cool to watch all those performances and everything. It's just, again, getting into that Beatlemania spirit. Next, we have A Hard Day's Night. Now, this is the collector's edition, so along with getting the full film, you have a full disc of bonus features as well, like interviews and how they restored the film and the audio and making of the film, etc. This is a restored version, so the both the video footage and audio quality is restored, remastered, so it's really great quality and just a great film to watch, again capturing that youthful spirit and the energy of the Beatlemania era. Next, we have Help from 1965. This also has a second disc of bonus features with it, along with the full film. What I really like about this movie is that it's really an adventure. I really like that they go to so many different places in the film. There's a lot of variety, along with, of course, those great musical performances that we all love. Just really great to watch. Even though, you know, it may not have been the Beatles' most favorite thing to film, as we've heard, it's still definitely one of my favorites to watch and to get into that I love the Beatles mood. Next, we have this DVD of the Beatles at Shea Stadium. This is a documentary, basically talking all about that concert, basically showing the concert in full as well. I really like to watch this because it's just really exciting. The fans, seeing all of them, how excited they are, is quite relatable. They're like just screaming and yelling the whole time. I can't imagine how loud it must have been in there. It's just really cool to watch the whole concert. I love the Shea Stadium concert. It's definitely one of my favorite Beatles performances. Just a great film to watch. Next, we have 8 Days a Week, The Touring Years. This is a documentary. It came out, I think, in 2016. Talks about the touring years of the Beatles. It was directed by Ron Howard. Covers 1964 to 1966, basically all about what it was like to be in, you know, the eye of the hurricane of Beatlemania. Talks to Paul and Ringo, talks to famous celebrities who are fans of the Beatles, you know, just what the Beatles meant to them at that time and to the world at that time. It's really cool to get this inside look. You also get these nice restored concert performances as well. Overall, just a great film. Next up is Let It Be. I think this is kind of a bootleg release. I could be wrong on that though. Looking at the making of the Let It Be album and what leading up to the rooftop concert, just really cool to like watch this period of the Beatles' lives as they were, you know, coming to the end of their partnership as a band. Just the way things work, the dynamic behind the scenes, especially seeing them in the studio. I love that. It's probably one of my favorite things about it, is seeing them working in the studio, and of course that iconic rooftop concert. Next up is this DVD of the Beatles 1+. This is restored video and audio of their #1 hits, so all the music videos are restored to excellent quality, plus all the audio, and another CD, and then there's this booklet that talks about all the #1 hits. On one of the DVDs in here, it has all their #1 hits and their accompanying music videos, and there's another disc that has some other music videos that weren't #1s but still great hits. Those music videos were stored as well, just really great to watch. You could sing along to all the songs and the quality is wonderful. It's definitely a favorite of mine. Next up, getting into the Paul McCartney side of things, we're looking at Rock Show by Paul McCartney and Wings, this concert film from the 70s, basically looking at the next era in Paul's career after the Beatles. It's obviously some great hit songs in here, and it's cool to see, you know, not only what was next for Paul, but, you know, what's next for the fans. If you're a fan of the Beatles, what do you think of Wings, you know, that kind of thing. Just a really great film to watch. Again, really high energy, great songs, and a really good time. Next, we have Paul McCartney in Red Square. This is another concert film of him performing in Russia in 2003, I believe. Some great hit songs here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is where Paul gets his story from that he tells at concerts of how the Russian people learned to speak English listening to Beatles songs. He tells that all the time. I think this is where this is from. I'm not entirely positive on that. You could, wow, that guy's relatable, isn't he? Last but certainly not least, we have the collector's edition of Paul McCartney's album New. So in here you get the new CD plus a second CD with some bonus audio, like some live performance audio, and then some extra songs like Struggle and Demon's Dance. And then along with those two CDs you get a DVD of a film, basically that looks at the making of the new album, interviewing Paul and his band members, and also the 4 producers of the album also, and also takes a look at the promo that was done for the album, just how this album was something new for Paul and the band, and I love New, so I love this film. Alright, that is everything I have today, all my DVDs to show you, so I want to say thank you very much for watching. Be sure to check out my blog at Beatlefullife.com. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I hope you have a Beatleful day, everybody.